Hello, my name is David Halliday, and I'm a co-manager of the West Calgary RBC Financial Branch, and this is my associate, Brock Wellman.
Hi kids, we've been asked to give you a chemistry lesson today by our superiors up at the managerial. So, we are going to give you guys a lesson teaching you about the processing of oil and how it affects us in our industry. Now, it's been a long time since our days in chemistry class. So, we'll probably have to check our notes a fair bit. So please bear with us.
We promise you it will be worth your while. Five commonly used products created from the fractionation of crude oil can include gasoline, wax, asphalt, diesel, and petroleum gas.
These are everyday items that you use, well, every day. In the process of fractional distillation, the larger the size of the molecule, the higher the boiling point of the compound is. The higher the boiling point of the hydrocarbon, the earlier in the process of fractional distillation that the molecule condensates to a liquid state, so that the liquid hydrocarbon can be processed into a useful product.
The difference in boiling points of these molecules is key to the separation of these compounds in this process of fractional distillation. Now I'm going to explain to you what solvent extraction is. Solvent extraction is when a solvent is added to crude oil to selectively dissolve or remove any impurity such as sulfur or to separate useful products from the crude oil.
The process of cracking is when a large string of unprocessed hydrocarbons are broken down into smaller and more useful hydrocarbons, such as gasoline.
Now, fractionation is the process of separating compounds from crude oil through the use of heat. Each hydrocarbon in the crude oil has a different boiling point, so that the different compounds condense at a different temperature inside the fractionation tower.
Solvent extraction is the process of introducing a solvent into the crude oil to selectively dissolve an impurity or separate out a useful product.
Cracking is a method of splitting hydrocarbons, whereas a solvent extraction is merely a means of purification or separation, much like fractionation.
The process of cracking is used to create a smaller chain of hydrocarbons from a larger one. These smaller chains are more useful to industry than the larger, ineffective hydrocarbons.
Reformation, however, is the process by which an aliphatic molecule is turned into an aromatic molecule, as well as hydrogen. This aromatic compound is more useful because it burns cleaner and more efficiently than an aliphatic.
The fraction process creates such products as asphalt, wax, lubricating oils, fuel oil, diesel oil, kerosene, jet fuel, gasoline, liquefied petroleum gas.
The process of thermal cracking breaks apart larger molecules into smaller ones, but the presence of a catalyst, along with less severe reaction conditions, produces more desirable fractions and less residual materials. This is called catalytic cracking. The purpose of this is to break down larger chains of hydrocarbons into smaller ones.
Hydrocracking is a combination of catalytic cracking and hydrogenation, and is used for heavier feedstocks, particularly those containing complex aromatic compounds. During the hydrogenation process, no coke is produced.
Both catalytic reforming as well as alkylation involve the breakdown of an aliphatic molecule. The products of catalytic reforming are hydrogen as well as an aromatic molecule, while the products of alkylation are branched isomers.
Hydrocarbons are used every day in our job as a bank manager. We drive to and from work every day using gasoline. We use diesel in the armored trucks that carry funds from branch to branch. Jet fuel is used to power the planes that carry us on our business trips.
Now, there are many things we can do to make our business more green. As far as gasoline goes, we can use more fuel-efficient cars, such as smaller, newer, as well as possibly hybrid or electric vehicles. Alternate forms of transportation do exist also, such as public transportation.
Jet fuel is another way that we can actually cut down on our emissions. We can use alternate forms of transportation, as well as plan business trips that are closer to where we live.
Now, diesel as well. We can transfer funds only when necessary, so we use our diesel-powered trucks as little as possible. We can also implement hybrid engines into these trucks to make them more fuel efficient.
As population and business throughout the world itself has grown, the need for fossil fuels has greatly increased. The simple fact that we have more people consuming these products has driven the industry itself. And with need in the population, the industry can afford to further develop and innovate in these fields.
We appreciate you guys listening to us and hopefully absorbing some of the information we have presented today. It doesn't matter what direction you go into after school, chemistry will be a fundamental component of your life, if you are even, say, a bank manager.
We hope you've enjoyed our presentation today, and good luck with the rest of your school year. Thank you.
Thanks.